us all. Restored Republic via GCR, update as of January 4, 2024. The latest video will be shown earlier at the official website restoredrepublic.co. Duty note, on Sunday 31st of December, 2023 the U.S. House of Representatives voted to impeach Joe Biden. Video of the vote of 219 to 208 was on C-SPAN. There were now 46 of 50 U.S. states which have recounted their 2020 vote and confirmed that Biden lost the vote and Trump won in their state. Both stories have failed to reach the mainstream media. There soon will be a military-initiated emergency broadcast system alert. The communication blackout will cut off regular TV broadcasting and internet browsing for 10 days to 2 weeks. During that time 8-hour videos of intel and information will be replayed 3 times a day. Rumor was that a military takeover of TV and internet could begin at midnight next Sunday 7th of January, and last for 2 or so weeks. UK King Charles set to abdicate the throne. Right after Danish Queen Marguerite did as well. 2 of them at the same time. What is going on? Could this potentially have anything to do with the rest of the Epstein docs release set for January 20th? Wednesday 3rd of January. Bitcoin slumps as $540 million liquidated from crypto market in 4 hours. Stock market in red all day. Joseph Robinette Biden served as vice president to Barry Soetoro, adopted by Lolo Soetoro, aka Barack Hussein Obama, the mass murderer who commanded 200,000 uranium-contaminated drone bombs in the Middle East on children, women and men. These mass murderers, including, by the way, the Bush and Clinton clans, belong in court-martials. The new Joe Biden is an actor who was used for this theater game. Red alert: please voice your opposition to a proposal that would lock up public lands from use of the people and give our sovereign land away to big companies. Contact federal and state legislators to oppose NYSE proposal to SEC regarding natural asset companies, NACs. To reach federal and state legislature, contact SEC to oppose NYSE proposal to SEC regarding natural asset companies, NACs. A timeline: on Tuesday, December 26, 2024, Jazara was softly announced publicly to select media outlets through the Starlink satellite system, which made it legal. Jazara has started between all governments worldwide. Nizara is now liquid under the USN. The money is flowing. Monday 1st of January, the RV occurred for Iraq. The new in-country Iraqi dinar rate was being used in country in Iraq, while the fiat US federal dollar was banned from the country. By sometime Thursday 4th of January, according to 2 contacts, bondholders to have liquidity and Tier 4B, US, the Internet Group, should receive notifications to set redemption and exchange appointments. On Friday 5th of January, U.S. restitution allowances slated to begin to be paid out, unless bondholders have not yet received liquidity. Sun. Midnight January 7th to Monday January 8th. Alexa, the lockdown for disclosure will begin at Sunday midnight January 7th to Monday January 8th and will last for a couple of weeks. Formal public announcements of Nizara, Jazara and the new gold/asset-backed U.S. note were expected on or before Thursday January 11, 2024. By Tuesday, 30th of January, countries across the globe would be fully integrated into the quantum financial system. B. Global currency reset. For some time the Iraqi dinar has been trading upward on the back screens of the Forex. By January 1, 2024, the new dinar in-country rate was being used within Iraq, while the fiat US federal dollar was outlawed in the country. A bond paymaster with connections in Miami and Geneva expected the bondholders to have liquidity and Tier 4B to set appointments by Thursday 4th of January. A banker felt that Tier 4B would also be able to set appointments by Thursday 4th of January. C. 20th of December, Zim bonds, Ami L. Alston 1. Understanding what is a promissory note. The Zim bonds are in fact promissory notes and legally cannot be refused. Fact. 2. The Zim bonds are asset-backed rate according the United States Treasury, UST, supporting archived documentation. Fact. 3. It's illegal to alter any bond as it's bonded with the promise to pay the bearer. People need to look up the definition of the word bond, it's that simple. This is exactly what is written on the Zim bonds. Fact. 4. The reason why the 2008 to 2009 Zimbabwean dollar notes/bills, also called the Agrochecks or AA Blue bonds, are the most unique and crucial of all the bonds and the phenomenal role will it play. Fact. The reason the cabal's mainstream media keeps it absolute silent. 5. The UN Conference on Trade and Development's report in 2010 advocated for a global reserve system based on a basket of currencies, which would create a more stable and predictable international monetary system. This was the catalyst for what we termed our current global currency reset, GCR, over 13 years ago. Fact. 6. The Zimbabwean 2008 to 2009 notes/bills are included in the first basket currencies to revaluate, RV. Fact. 7. We are waiting for the Iraqi dinar to RV for the Zim bonds to pay out, as the dinar is also included in the first basket. Once an asset-backed currency becomes an international standard, for example the Iraqi dinar, other countries will follow suit to trade with it. That is where the Iraq dinar comes in. This currency is the catalyst for everything. 8. Zimbabwe is re-dollarizing, reviving, their own currency, and they recently pegged their Zim dollar to gold, meaning your Zim bonds will also be gold-backed. Fact. 9. The Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe, RBZ, injected the gold-backed digital tokens, GBDT, known as Zimbabwe Gold, ZiG. This GBDT is prepared and will be used via the QFS to pay you for your Zim bonds. Fact. 10. Each country's gold bars have serial numbers on them. The new currency issued by the Treasury Departments of sovereign nations will also have serial numbers that will correspond with the serial numbers of each gold bar from each sovereign nation stored at the SGE. The stolen gold will be restored into the QFS, and your Zim bond is the tool to achieve it. Fact. 11. The Royal Bank of Zimbabwe $835,082,302,000,000, 13 metric tons of in-ground gold estimated to yield $14 billion per annum by RBZ going forward. Central Bank Zimbabwe is the richest in the world. Fact. D. Global financial crisis, Bitcoin slumps as $540 million liquidated from crypto market in 4 hours. Egypt, Iran, Saudi Arabia, UAE, and Ethiopia officially join BRICS. The Great Taking details the planned confiscation of everyone's assets in the next engineered financial collapse. Ears toward Republic, Trump's current role, Dr. Jan Halper Hayes. Wednesday 3 January. Massive moves ahead. Wednesday 3 January. Q Operation a total success, 107. F. The real news for Wednesday 3 January. 2024, Twos. 2 January. Shocking January 6 footage, Johnson, Twos. 2 Jan. New York buildings shake as multiple explosions reported. Wednesday 3 January. Times Square, New York had a blackout yesterday that came back online with images of Jesus Christ and the true meaning of Christmas. Twos. 2 January. Israel takes out Hamas. Wednesday 3 January. Japan earthquake. The first 72 hours are considered crucial to save lives after disasters. As of Wednesday, at least 64 people were killed, all of them in Ishikawa Prefecture. There were 31 deaths in Wajima, 22 in Suzu, 5 in Nanao, 2 each in Noto and Anamazu, and 1 each in Hakuya and Shika. At least 304 people were also injured across 7 prefectures. Wednesday 3 January. Today, a federal lawsuit signed by different state attorney generals was filed against Meta, the parent company for Instagram and Facebook, for intentionally harming minors. Wednesday 3 January. Joe Biden is deporting just 1 illegal alien for every 70 that arrives at our southern border. Our human trafficker-in-chief is shipping them all across the country. Statistically, illegal aliens have less than a 1% chance of being deported once they resettle in an American town or city. Biden has turned America into a sanctuary country. Twos. 2 Jan. Over 200 service members demand Biden military leadership be court-martial for forced experimentation on troops with COVID vaccine. Twos. 2 January. 70% or more of deep state already taken out, Jocko, Hoyt. Wednesday 3 January. Fake inauguration, Trump will return, Halper, Twos. 2 January. Trump comeback, Fulford, Benjamin Fulford, bombshell January 2, 2024, Trump comeback, Happy New Year 2024. Wednesday 3 January. It's about to hit the fan, Charlie Ward, Twos. 2 January. You won't like what's coming in 2024, Twos. 2 January. New Year Intel, SG and Non, Bussy. Wednesday 3 January. High-end brothel frequented by military, politicians believed to be a honeypot scheme. Wednesday 3 January. Border crisis, I'm currently in Eagle Pass, Texas, witnessing the intentional destruction of our southern border by the Biden administration. A Texas official sent a video showing how illegal aliens are being encouraged to invade our country while the fencing put up by Texas is cut open by U.S. Customs and Border Protection. Under the corrupt orders of Secretary Mayorkas and Joe Biden, we will never see our border protected. But if this border is not shut down, then we must shut down the government. Wednesday, 3rd of January. Fluoride poisoning water. Water treatment plant worker leaks video of himself dumping fluoride in the water supply. Fluoride is a neurotoxin and waste product of fertilizer. International child sex trafficking. Organ and adrenochrome harvesting ring run out of the Vatican and housed in China's Three Gorges Dam in the 1,500-mile tunnel that runs between the Vatican and Jerusalem. In 2018, a child trafficking camp discovered in Arizona was located on a Clinton Foundation donor Cemex property. Clinton Rothschild child sex trafficking camp refused investigation, destroyed. Barack Obama flew in $65,000 worth of hot dogs and pizza for a private White House party using clandestine channels. We also know, thanks to WikiLeaks emails, that the FBI has identified hot dogs, little boys, and pizza, little girls, as pedophile code words. One of Jeffrey Epstein's child sex trafficking victims, Sarah Ransom, told the court that she made copies of tapes of high-ranking officials raping children and committing other horrific crimes. Ransom claims that the footage shows Obama and Michelle having sex with the victim. Alan Dershowitz confirmed to have engaged in and witnessed sexual abuse of minor. Epstein forced then-minor Jane Doe No. 3 to have sexual relations with former Harvard law professor Alan Dershowitz, a close friend of Epstein's and well-known criminal defense attorney. The Port of Rotterdam, Netherlands, is also one of the biggest human/child sex trafficking places in the world. Here are the top container shipping companies owned by the elite black nobility: Evergreen, Costco, CMA, CGM, Maersk. The planet Earth is a farm. This is one of their ways to traffic their food. 2,400 children missing in a Winfrey, Gates, Zuckerberg CIA child trafficking cover-up. 2,400 children missing in a Winfrey, Gates, Zuckerberg, CIA child trafficking cover-up. Pope Francis admits to promoting Mark of the Beast and blackmailing world leaders. Queen, Canadian authorities, Native chiefs, Vatican, CIA cover-up of child death camps. Queen Elizabeth, Canada, Native chiefs, Vatican, CIA cover-up of child death camps, mass grave sites. H. Epstein Pedophile Island list release. Judy note, the release of names of those elites who went to Epstein Island was important because the pedo island was where child sex trafficking took place that was recorded and used to bribe elites into doing the deep state's will. Those elites were likely being charged with not only child sex trafficking, but treason. 2's. 2nd of January Epstein client list, Alex Jones. Wednesday, 3rd of January. Epstein Pedophile Island list. Jeffrey Epstein documents released with nearly 1,000 pages of unsealed Epstein documents have just been revealed. Wednesday, 3rd of January. Epstein docs unsealed. Here's the link, but it's crashing because so many people are trying to access, so here is also a hard copy Jack Paso posted. Wednesday, 3rd of January. Pope Francis has been mentioned in the Epstein documents published today. It is said he has a picture with sexual offender and Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell, with Maxwell being potentially topless on those pictures. Wednesday, 3rd of January. Prince Andrew on Epstein Island. News reports state that Prince Andrew had an orgy with numerous underage girls on Jeffrey Epstein's island in the U.S. Virgin Islands according to these court documents. Wednesday, 3rd of January. Stephen Hawking mentioned in Jeffrey Epstein list. Said to like to watch undressed midgets solve complex equations. Wednesday, 3rd of January. Billionaire Hyatt Hotels executive chairman Thomas Pritzker, identified in Epstein documents, allegedly involved in sexual activities with Epstein victim. 2's. 2nd of January Epstein papers scaring deep state. Bill Clinton flew on Jeffrey Epstein's pedophile plane mere months after the September 11, 2001 Twin Tower attacks, when the country was severely frightened and mourning, to go molest children with his pedophile friends on Jeffrey Epstein's pedo island. When Jeffrey Epstein's $77 million NYC townhouse, bought from Victoria's Secret mogul A. Lexner for $1, was raided by the FBI, they found $70,000 cash, 42 diamonds, a fake Saudi passport, Hoard of photo CDs, boxes of hard drives already covered with evidence tape. Why were they already prepared for the FBI? Dr. Keck/X. I-COVID/Ebola/swine flu/polio/smallpox/BSE, Zika/SARS/monkeypox/AIDS/vax/H1N1/graphene oxide/chemtrails/fluoride, processed foods, human clones hoaxes. Human hands glow, but fingernails release the most light according to a recent study that found all parts of the hand emits detectable levels of light. Not only does nail polish and plastic nails block the flow of energy, the toxins in the products have been found in the bloodstream within 10 minutes of application. The aluminum in chemtrails have a direct link to environmental damage, Alzheimer's and autism. 5G is behavior control.